The House passing a $95 billion foreign aid package over the weekend, approving $60 billion for Ukraine, $26 billion for Israel, and an additional $8 billion for the Indo-Pacific region, including Gaza. The House also advancing a national security bill aimed to crack down on TikTok. The bill's now head to the Senate for a vote this week. Texas Senator Ted Cruz reacting yesterday with me on Sunday Morning Futures.
I think there's a lot of support for the bill in the Senate. I think it is quite likely to pass in the Senate when it comes over on Tuesday. There are elements of this bill that are good. There are elements of the bill that are not so good. The best parts of the bill are, number one, much-needed military aid for Israel.
House Democrats, meanwhile, celebrated the Ukraine bill by waving the national flag of Ukraine on the House floor. In response, Florida Congresswoman Kat Cammack says she's working on legislation that bans foreign flags in the House chamber. Anna Paulina Luna also took to the microphone and said, "Put down the damn flags." Joining me now is Florida Senator Rick Scott, a member of the Senate Homeland Security, Armed Services, and Budget Committees. Senator, good to see you. How will you vote when this package of 4 bills mushed into one comes to the Senate tomorrow?
Well, here's what's frustrating. The House passes individual bills, and they put it together, so we have to vote on it together. Right. And Chuck Schumer is not going to allow us to have any amendments. So think about this. Do I support Israel aid? Yes. And by the way, every Democrat voted against Israel aid in the past. But do I support giving money that potentially the Biden can give to Gazans, which goes to Hamas? Absolutely not. I mean, we have got to get this out there. I've got a bill that the Democrats will not allow me to have a vote on. It says stop taxpayer funding for Hamas. We know if money goes into Gaza, it's going to Hamas. They're still holding American hostages and American bodies. Hamas is. So I'm going to look at the bill. I'm going to see if we can separate it. I'm going to see if I can get my amendment on the bills. But we'll see. Israel aid, I'm all in. All right, but what this giving money potentially to Hamas is the stupidest idea ever.
That's what Mike Lee said when I spoke with him yesterday, that $9 billion was going to Hamas. And I scratched my head and said, how is it possible that $9 billion is going to Hamas? Here's the senator from Utah with me yesterday. Watch this. How will you vote when this Ukraine bill and this foreign aid bill, $95 billion, comes to the Senate this week?
Under no circumstances would I vote for the bill as passed by the House of Representatives yesterday. Understand, they passed 4 different bills yesterday, but they used this weird procedure whereby all 4 of those bills merge into one bill as they reach the Senate. This is a really good deal for Ukraine and Zelensky. It's a really good deal for Hamas, which stands to receive up to $9 billion of this $95 billion aid package. And this is not good for hardworking Americans who are finding more and more of their taxpayer dollars going to people other than Americans, going to secure borders other than the U.S. border.
Senator, I don't understand this. So you're saying that the $9 billion that's allocated toward, quote unquote, Gaza will make it to Hamas?
Well, we know everything that goes. We know that everything that goes into Gaza, a portion of it goes into Hamas, right? I mean, that they took all these dollars we put in, other countries have put in to help Gaza in the past, and they built all those tunnels, right? Why are we focused on? Before we ever spend a dime in Gaza, why don't we get our hostages back? Why doesn't Israel get its hostages back? And the other thing is, the House passed nothing to secure a southern border. There's nothing in the bill. Nothing. The biggest issue in the country is we have terrorists, drugs, criminals flocking across our southern border. There is nothing in this bill. But we're going to help Ukraine, protect their border. Look, I want Ukraine to win. I want Russia to lose. But I want a secure southern border. I mean, we've got to focus on our issues first.
Mm-hmm. No, I know. And then the border is something that you all just have been unable to move the needle on. You don't have a willing partner on the other side. I mean, I get that, but this is serious stuff, what we're seeing at the border. The Biden administration is now deporting 50 Haitian migrants. The first flight since that country's capital was taken over by gangs. A recent report from the Center for Immigration Studies finds most of President Biden's migrant flights are landing in Florida. At least 326,000 migrants arrived at Florida's airports between October 2022 and February of this year, Senator. So we see the border is wide open with 10 million people having crossed on Joe Biden's watch. So he's in addition to that, flying people on flights into Florida and other states. Have you gotten any commentary from this from the White House?
There's no common sense. And by the Maria, first off, they're flying people into this country, allowing people in this country completely unvetted. It makes no sense. We know we have murders around the country. We saw what happened to Laken Riley. There's no accountability. But by the way, Maria, none of this can pass the Senate unless they get Republican votes. If we all stand together, if every one of us says we will not support a bill unless we secure our southern border, if we say that, this cannot pass. I think it's very important let's do our job first to take care of Americans. So we've got to secure the southern border. We've got to stop these flights coming in this country. And we've got to, if we're going to do a bill like this, let's improve it. Say there's not a dime going to Hamas. Let's just make sure there's no money going to Hamas. Yeah. Republicans can all do this if we just stand together.
Well, I mean, look, we also see the world on fire and this anti-Semitism running rabid in America right now. You've got right now breaking news. Police at Yale University, after what took place at Columbia, a rabbi at Columbia University and Barnard recommending that Jewish students leave campus immediately, go home, as anti-Israel agitators remain camped outside the school. The school's president made today's classes virtual. And now we've got this breaking news right now at Yale. Police are at Yale amid anti-Israel protests right now as we speak. Police are in riot gear. They stormed the campus where hundreds of students are staging an anti-Israel protest. Senator, you are an elected official. What can you do about this massive anti-Israel protesting and anti-Israel rhetoric happening in America? I never thought I would see this again in America.
Every donor, every board member, everybody in leadership at Columbia University should be ashamed. All right, these students need to be expelled. They need to be arrested. They need to be held accountable. But in New York City, this is happening. I have a bill with Tim Scott and others and say there's not going to be any federal money for any university in this country that supports anti-Semitism or hatred of any kind. This has got to stop. In America, we support Jews. We don't believe in hatred. We don't believe in any anti-Semitism. I mean, this is the craziest thing. We are allowing this to happen in the United States of America, where we are the melting pot of the world, and we acknowledge the right to freely practice your religion, but not at Columbia University. I mean, this is crazy. This has got to stop today.
Yeah, I mean, the police at Yale are right now trying to stop these anti-Israel protests, but we're looking at live pictures, and it's not stopping, Senator. Is there anything that you can do as an elected official to stop this anti-Israel sentiment?
Well, I have a bill. The Senate could pass the bill tomorrow, but Democrats don't care. I mean, think about it. They will not do any bill, right, that supports Jews. They don't do any bills that support Israel. I mean, they'll do this. Only the bill that they'll vote for now is only because it has Ukraine aid in it. That's the only reason they're going to do it, because individually, every Democrat voted against Israel aid. Twice on the floor? I mean, 4 times it was blocked, basically, by Democrats.
What is the reasoning
Democrats
for blocking
don't care.
Why, though? What is the reason for blocking it?
I mean, I don't know why. They've become the anti-Israel crowd. The Democrats are the anti-Israel crowd. They are okay with anti-Semitism, because if they're not, they would not vote the way they vote. Look, rhetoric is great, but you know what's important is how do you vote? That's what matters.
Well, it's interesting because they did not want to vote for Israel aid, and that is why President Biden forced this to be together, right? The Democrats forced the bill to include aid to Ukraine if, in fact, you were going to send money to Israel.
And by the way, you got to make sure money goes to Gaza, which goes to Hamas, and they got to make sure there's nothing on our southern border. They would not do anything to protect our southern border. So every family out there that's worried about terrorism, every family out there that has someone that's died of fentanyl, just understand the Democrats are okay with that, because that's exactly how they voted. They're okay with the drugs coming from China. They're okay with criminals and terrorists coming across our border. They're okay that your community is less safe.
This is so horrible, and this is after a Jewish Yale student was jabbed in the eye with a flagpole by anti-Israel protesters. Senator, we're watching this play out in front of our eyes. It's a sad day in America. It sure is. Senator, thank you for weighing in on all of that.
This is Biden's America.
We appreciate your time. Senator Rick Scott.